What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the next episode of our off-season for the Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty in year 4, heading into year number 5. Looking at Ardmore's positional changes. We're going to get all into the 12 teams' positional changes here. But first, obviously, Ardmore. A is the first letter in the alphabet, and we won the national title. I got to keep reminding people that, just in case you forgot. But we did sign a freshman running back, a 4-star guy here, Brian Anderson, and I really want him to be kind of that Jake Wood type of player. He's not a 46. He's definitely not a 46. He's about a 67 right now if we moved him back over to halfback, but he's not a 46 fullback. He's got the 81 strength. He's got 69 break tackle, 76 trucking. He's going to be a good one. Don't pay attention to that overall ranking. He's going to be a good fullback for us in that Jake Wood type of role. All right, guys, so now we're taking a look at our athlete, Willie Nelson. He gets a +5. He's an 80 overall, 89 speed, 84 agility. This guy is going to be something special. He's 5'10". He seems mostly to me like a wide receiver or a cornerback. And we can see he's a 68 corner, but he's a really good free safety. It seems to me, though, after all this, he's a wide receiver.
At 213, yeah.
5'10", 213.
Interesting build.
Pretty nuts. And just take a look at where he's at. This is going to be huge for us, guys. Getting Darnell Savage at the number 1. Nelson as a freshman on the opposite side with J.K. Johnson, Washington, and Golden. I love our youth at wide receiver.
It should merge into something special. All right, now checking out the Prairie Dogs. Got a lot of wide receivers here. I don't need these many guys with 2 seniors on the board. We're set for the future. And, you know, I need a running back for the future. I'm going to move Lance McCoy there. Looks like he could be a receiving back of some variety. Redshirt freshman. 95 speed?
Yeah.
I'd say he could grow into that role. Take a few hits. But, I mean, just looking here, we got a few juniors. And then seniors, Jontavius Nichols. So I have no underclassmen at running back. Kind of maybe a little bit of an oversight on my end, but you know, this would be a good year to recruit some running backs. But for now, we're gonna have McCoy move there, and then we have Tariq Sims here. And I was thinking maybe move him to fullback. He's a 68 running back. He could be a power guy, but he's a sophomore. I think I'm gonna hold off on that move.
Got that 76 strength there too.
Yeah, that would be good. Now, looking at our athletes here, Ronnie Rouse, that's a big get, +7 right now.
95 speed.
And I was thinking maybe DB of some kind, cornerback, but he can't tackle. Looks like he's going to be a halfback or a receiver. I'm thinking maybe wideout. I know I just moved McCoy, but, I mean, Rouse is a much better prospect.
Yeah.
And it's looking to me like, I mean, we're going to lose Vivaldi and Kimberly next year. And then, you know, Anderson Smith become upperclassmen. Looks like Rouse and O'Regan could be the future of the receiver position. I think that's kind of what I'm feeling like. How about cornerback? Can any of these guys play corner? My guess is no, they probably can't.
We'd have to have some agility and some acceleration for that, I think. It doesn't look like if anything, Dane McDonald would be better. Nope.
And then Brad Jones right here is a big dude, 252. I'm liking him at tackle probably.
6'1", really? 6'1" at tackle. Kind of shorter.
Yeah, you know, in the college game, you could get by with that. You know, maybe not against totally elite players, but I mean, just looking at our defensive line situations, not amazing. But considering what I got by with, you know, losing Shonka though, it might actually kill. You know, like that could hurt in a big way. But I think in yeah, 6'1", he might be better served as a pass rusher, but you see McCray there.
If anything, he might be a guard for me. That'd be me, though.
Yeah.
That's just me. You build your team how you want to build your freaking team. Prairie Dog Nation.
Yeah, there's the question, though. Do we trust Antoine Chase to protect us, or do we want Evan Towns over there?
6'4", 280. Depends on what your identity is going to be. If you're going to be passing a little bit more, you want that left tackle. If you're going to be pounding up the middle, utilizing those running backs,
Yeah.
what's the offensive identity going to be like now that Stephen Cust is gone?
Maybe Jones. We're going to move to play guard and he can start right away. Well, Anderson will probably surpass him, but
Shuffling that O-line.
Yeah, that might be the move here to have Evan Towns protect Shanoski's blind side. ACU time, only a couple changes right here. Billy Campbell, we will move him. He's looking like defensive tackle right here. And Charles Cox looking at maybe left end. And we're going to check those positions out right now. ACU looking a little more vulnerable, maybe, than they're used to.
It's a huge class that they just lost. I mean, it's almost devastating.
The last 2 years, it's big.
Yeah, they're going to have to rely on guys that haven't had a lot of starting experience.
Right, and then we see right here, defensive tackle, a lot of young blood, but Billy Campbell will start from day one. So they want Beef and Campbell to anchor the middle of their defensive line and pray that these guys develop into better players down the road. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at their, maybe like offensive line. It'll get better. I mean, this is prior to progression, but just giving you guys a little sneak peek at the roster right now. So yeah, they could be had next year.
Amarillo position changes. TJ Holt was a right tackle, so we moved him over to left tackle, meaning Marquardt is going to stay as the right tackle. And it's pretty cool to see that he's just going to pop right in here, and no matter what Ferguson does as a sophomore, Holt is going to be the starter from day number one. Then we look at the left guards, nothing changing here. Centers, nothing changing there. Morris Campbell, nothing changing. Then right tackle, there is Thomas Marquardt. And again, no matter what Marquez Gary does, Marquardt is going to be the starter at right tackle.
Okay, so the only move here for Uba, Paul Campbell is going to be moving to free safety because the previous free safety is Faintest 9, who has announced his intention to transfer to...
Ba-da-da-da. Who do you think, guys? Did you guess it correctly? He's going to Odessa State.
Bandwagon.
Yep, everybody seemed to follow that train. And Braxton Austin going to Odessa State. Go figure.
Well, the good news is that Faintest is an early graduate. He graduated in 3 years at Broken Arrow. Mainly, I would imagine, he probably took a lot of credits this past semester so he could get out of there. Because he announced his intention early at the beginning of this year, and he's kind of thinking, yeah, I don't want to be here right now.
I'm done with this.
So he graduated early, and he's going to be eligible to play right away at Odessa State for his final season. The only question is, Odessa's got some talent at safety, so I don't know if Faintest is just going to walk in and start right away.
Isn't it with Jason Kelly?
Yeah, guys like that. And I don't know. Only move of note here for Denver Tech. We're going to move Daryl Bryant. We're going to try to coach him up to 242. We're going to, not a very good, he's a 59 at defensive end, so it's not like he's ever going to make an impact at Denver Tech. But he's a local kid out of Utah.
66 strength. Yeah, that 25 awareness for being a fullback.
We'll fix that.
Yeah.
He's going to figure out how to play this position. And, Denver Tech not really keen on their fullbacks, but you always need one just in case.
KAMU has two really good quarterbacks, Jace Freeman and Rasheed Davis. Rasheed Davis has gotten in to a few plays on the KAMU offense in simulation. You guys have seen him every now and then, but with these two type of quarterbacks, with Freeman and Davis both being seniors, Davis is on his way out. And we are announcing this. We're breaking news. Dun, da, da, da. Rasheed Davis is transferring.
Wow.
And where is he going to go? That is the question, guys. A 94 overall quarterback. You would think he's a little bit of a scrambler, but, look at the acceleration there. It's not too quick. Elusiveness, 37. And then when we look at the ratings here for throw power is an 80. Okay. That is not very good at all.
No, but the accuracy.
That's what it's all about.
Now, what's interesting about Rasheed Davis is that, you said you've seen him a couple times, but most people don't really know about Rasheed Davis.
No.
He's probably the best kept secret in this entire conference. He's been climbing the ranks since he was a true freshman here. Redshirted year number 1, all the way up to a 94 now only thrown 16 passes in his career. And it's like, I mean, he has a future here, and it's not really his fault. He's just sort of outplayed by Jace Freeman a little bit. But, you know, Rasheed Davis can play, and he knows he can play. So he is widely regarded as the best backup quarterback in the Big 12.
Oh, he's for sure.
And he was last season as well, maybe outside of Kent Collins. So you can't fault him for transferring right now. It's definitely the right move, you know, unless Freeman got injured or something.
We wanted to save this until the transfer portal, but we're announcing it now, like you said, because nobody knows who Rasheed Davis even is. And why should you be excited about Rasheed Davis? Well, the 99 awareness and the 80 throw power, 97 accuracy, what best fits him and his skill set? He's 6'4", 191. Guys, he is going to be a Shreveport Skeeter. He's going to the Skeeters in Louisiana. It's going to fit perfectly. LaDuca knows that this is his final shot as head coach of the Skeeters. He understands that. So getting this Hail Mary type of quarterback in here, giving this guy a chance, Rasheed Davis wants to prove himself. This fits perfectly. They're not going to ask him to throw the ball down the field with that 80. They don't even ask Canatella or Kerry Ashley to do that. It's going to fit perfectly with their offense. Run the ball, make accurate throws when you have to throw. Knowing how Camu loves to run the football, Rasheed Davis is probably in the right mindset to leave this program, because looking at the O-line, it doesn't look very good, guys. They really got to hit home on this season in year 5 for recruiting. Not looking good. Donald Parker is 79, 72 for Thomas, 61 backup. Rose is probably their best guy. Got a lot of freshmen here at center, but we can see they're both busts. That really sucks. He's the number 8 guy on the board for recruiting as a center spot, 26th rated center. Just not good enough, guys. It sucks so bad. Randy Baker at
Well, they'll get a boost.
Yeah, they will, but again, it's not good enough. Then Obi Smith, the JUCO,
Gonna move him to guard.
Yep, just to be that backup, that veteran presence there. And then John Tucker, the freshman, he's going to be the starting right tackle out there. So to add insult to injury, the JUCO athlete William Chambers. I think Bud Warner's losing a step, guys. He can't look at the talent correctly. Just not good. Everywhere you look for this guy, for William Chambers, it looks like he's going to have to possibly be a wide receiver. It's the only thing that makes sense to me at this point.
They got
81 speed. Little Rock's position changes. There's going to be a lot of freshmen that you guys are going to notice here on the offensive line. Most of those guys being tackles. They were all left tackles. And we can see Dan Smith is going to hold on to that job at starting left tackle as a 70. Matt Tompkins will be the backup freshman at 68. We look at left guard. We have our senior Joel Battle, and then Anthony Williams is a bust, but he's going to stay there at left guard. Kenny Green is an 81. Kyle Hill, 76 overall freshman. Robert Jackson, another freshman. So a lot of guys on this offensive line being rebuilt. Donald Williams moves over from left tackle to right tackle, and he's got a plus 11. So they did a bang-up job here looking at offensive line.
May I suggest one thing?
Yes.
Perhaps move Hill to the starting left tackle, because Gunner needs a big-time left tackle. I don't know if a true freshman as 70 is the answer, but what would Hill rate out? Or Kenny Green?
A 77.
What about Hill?
Very good point. What about Hill, you said? Hill as a freshman will be a 73. 6'3", 270. 6'2", 285. 6'2", 336. He's a big body.
God.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, maybe move the starting center to left tackle, and then you get a 76 center and a 77 left tackle. Maybe that's the move, and Green will get better.
Right, he'll be an 82 at that point. So we got an 80.
Smith can learn.
We got some athletes to figure out where they are going to go. 6'4", 273 for Jamie Dixon. He seems like a linebacker to me, or a D lineman. Ooh,
Maybe O-line.
O-line. Interesting.
Maybe he could play backup center.
He could play backup center for sure. What's he looking like here on the D-line?
73.
Yeah. We have to look at that one more time. So at least kind of we know where Jamie Dixon's going to go. What about Bryce Pierce, the 6'3", 303? He might be an O-lineman too. Yes, he is.
Quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback for sure. So he's an O-lineman. We can put him at that backup center or D-line. So we know where Pierce and Dixon are going to go. It's pretty much D-line and O-line. So we've pretty much got this on lockdown here for defensive tackle. For right now, we don't really need to worry about that. Ends. Got that on lockdown here. Maybe we really need to put some of these guys on depth. What do you think for offensive line?
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yep, let's go ahead and do that. I think that's a smart move. 75, 75, 83, 81. Good acceleration. Let's see, just real quick, guys, real quick. We got finesse move, 79. So he's more of a defensive guy, Jamie Dixon is. Power, tackling is an 80. Pursuit's an 84. Yeah, so Pierce is the offensive guy. Dixon's going to be the defensive guy for sure. And we'll stick him at... Yeah, we'll stick him at about right end. We'll fix that up if we need to. And then we're going to put Brian Pierce as the offensive guy. He's going to be the backup center. So that's going to fix up that side of things. There's Pierce. And what do you say we take a look here at Dixon at a 72. Oh. We'll fix him up there to left end. We're good. Little Rock is good.
All right, McAllen. Let's check this out. We got Josh Taylor, 77 overall. I think he might be the running back that McAllen is looking for. Problem is they have Matt Smith. I think these guys could form a pretty tenacious combination for McAllen in this run-heavy offense.
They both have the highest break tackle on the entire team in the running back group. So yes, I would totally agree with that for sure.
Yeah, I think that would be big. I mean, wide receivers pretty much full, very young core there. Matt Dean. Let's see, they need a fullback because this is Jamal Spivey's last year, but I think tight end might be the move for Matt Dean, the true freshman. Should start right away at that position. He's a 5-star athlete, 270, and you know, McAllen, they like throwing to their tight ends a little bit, like Bryce Maddox and Bonaventura, and those guys are gone now, so they need the next guy to step up in there. And then this guy, I'm not too excited about him. I'm looking at his numbers. He's a 69 at running back, 69 at wideout, and that's all he does. He can't tackle. So I'm guessing wide receiver, but we're pretty deep there, so we'll just redshirt him. And then down the line, he can play a role, but right now, probably not going to play too much of a role. All right, checking out Odessa State here. Got these two guys right now. Guy Edwards, a 5-star guy. Problem is, can't tackle. Cannot tackle. Answer for him, probably going to be wide receiver as a 77. Mike Wyatt, can't tackle. Can block a little bit, but he's looking at a 70 overall at tight end. I was thinking about running back. It's 76, but right now, we're a little late at the tight end position. This dude is he's the fullback that transferred. We saw that earlier, but we're going to move him to tight end just so we don't have to eat a walk-on, which would be bad. Don't want to take those. So it looks like Wyatt probably going to start maybe at tight end. Big story about Claude Gray here. Question is, where is this guy's skill set going to work out? And the good news is he's an 80 at quarterback.
I don't know how you can go wrong with that. 80 quarterback?
78 at running back, 81 at wideout. But, yeah, I mean, 80, like, dude, this guy could be a difference maker, and he's going to be probably a scrambler with 87 speed. Let's look at his passing numbers. He's got 75 break tackle. Oh, my.
Midland State would need this, guys. An 89 throw power.
That's acceptable.
That'll be fine.
80 throw accuracy as a true freshman's fine.
Yeah, he's only going to get better. This guy is going to be a boss at the college level, guys.
Yeah.
Lot to look forward to in the next 2 years at Midland State. All right, nothing noteworthy for Shreveport other than we have Brian Mayfield, an athlete, 6'1", 249, only 78 speed. Looks like he might be able to play linebacker, but with that agility and that break tackle, it looks like he's more of an offensive player. Could move to running back, but we're pretty young there. Wide receiver, that speed is not going to play. Looking more like a tight end. So we're going to move him here to tight end at a 66. And now when we look at the tight end spot, there's somebody missing.
Oh, what?
There's somebody missing, guys.
You kidding me?
It's another transfer. Yep. It's just going transfer wild right now, guys. Odessa State has just picked up Jay Ballmer. So one of Shreveport's top guys, top receiving targets in the red zone, they're going away from him.
Yeah, he has to sit out a year, though.
He's going to sit out a year.
That's the problem.
Yep.
Because he's a true junior, so he will be able to take a red shirt in his transfer year, so he should have 2 years left with the Dust Devils.
Correct.
But big blow for Shreveport's passing game and the running game, really, because he's a great blocker, so they got to hope that Mayfield or Ollie Fuller can figure out how to block in the run game. So one interesting thing of note here for Canatella, he's been working with some trainers, kind of getting faster, getting leaner. You see him at 208 right now. By the time the season hits, they want him to be down to about 195. They think they can lean him down. So his goal right now is to move to wide receiver because we have Rasheed Davis coming in, and Canatella knows that, look, in order to make this thing work with Rasheed coming in, I still want to be involved with the team. And usually quarterbacks, they're going to move anywhere. It's usually going to be wide receiver because they got those hands and the concentration, and they're not asked to tackle anybody. I'm looking at a little bit of regression, but I'm not sure what the cause of that is per se, but I feel like Canatella hasn't played terribly,
I don't know, man. I would classify that pretty bad.
It's not great, but
58%.
Yeah, last year the completion percentage went down, but I'm looking at his 2015 year. There's no reason why he couldn't redo that, but he's going to move over to wideout, and right now it looks very bad. But this team is in need of some wide receivers, so he is going I call it the reverse Tannehill. And
the reverse Tannehill, and even he's pulling Julian Edelman route. He was a quarterback. Now he's going to be a wide receiver, but he's not as quick. And that's the thing. They're going to try to work with him on the speed. I think that he would probably get to a 77 speed.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be the fastest, but he's, like you said, he's going to be the more of that screen type of guy, the possession type of guy. I think it would make some sense.
Yeah, and Shreveport's going to be in desperate need of wide receiver threats next year. So if they can get anybody in the slot that's reliable and can make catches, they're hoping Canatella could emerge as that guy. It's a risky move.